Hello and welcome to all of you around the world. I'm Fiona Lang Sharp, IBCLC Public Relations Manager and MC for our Gold Midwifery Conference 2016. Welcome. I'm sitting down today with Inbal Sigler, and she's going to be speaking to hypnobirthing as a means to facilitate calmer, pain-free, easier births. Welcome, Inbal. How are you today?
Hi, Fiona. I'm very well, thank you.
Well,
Lovely to
first,
be here.
It's
Yes.
it's so lovely to have you, and I'm so delighted to have you speaking to this topic. And I would love for you just to share a little bit about yourself. So tell me about yourself and why you wanted to become a hypnobirthing teacher.
That's easy. Well, I'll start with that I'm based in Amsterdam and I'm a hypnobirthing trainer and a doula and a yoga and Pilates teacher, among other things. And what brought me to bring all those beautiful methods together is actually the birth of my son. I
Mm.
gave birth to him here, and it was the most pivotal, amazing experience of my life. And actually, it has a lot to do with the preparation I did based on all these methods that I mentioned before. And yeah, Adam's birth is an enormous source of passion and motivation I have to spread the message, to awaken the awareness that giving birth has the potential to be one, if not the most glorious event we're privileged to experience. So I really find it that it's our responsibility as parents, as birth professionals, to ensure it's unfolding.
Well, that's so beautiful, and it just sounded. You just caught me there. Actually,
Why?
I was taken away by just listening to your story.
Hmm, okay.
And the passion that you have in your voice, it's very true, and it resonates, with me as well, Imbal. And so thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it. And it just tells us a little bit more about where this all came from, because I know that you are an instructor of many things, but it is beautiful to hear about hypnobirthing and the passion that you felt at the time, and now you feel like you have to. This is something you have to do. So it's just beautiful.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
now that you've been instructing for a while, tell me, I want to know a little bit more about in becoming a hypnobirthing instructor. Tell me about the mainstream, and are you seeing benefits, in our medical field as well as in, all the other fields that you work in? So is it used in facilities? Are you seeing those things? Tell me more about that.
Hypnobirthing can be applied in at any setting, either if the mother chooses for a home birth, either it's a birthing center, either it's a hospital. And actually, just before we started the interview, I received a mail from a mother who went through a C-section. It was not in her plans, but that's how things evolved. And I was so happy to read her message because her experience, she's so elated from her perspective, feeling very well physically and emotionally. But also, she mentioned that the nurses after the surgery were very much surprised to see how well she is. Breastfeeding went well, her emotional state is well, her physical recovery is going very well. So hypnobirthing can be used at really at any setting, and it has an amazing benefits for sure.
Well, that's wonderful. It's great to hear that story about that mother. I've been very, very fortunate to be able to see hypnobirthing utilized in all settings
Mm,
myself. And so,
yes.
me, I think that you're right. Especially if we have mothers, it doesn't need to be just used in the home birth setting, that we can use it in facilities if we're attending. I've attended births as a doula, and I've been able to see, midwives use it from home births right through to in our hospitals. So I've been very
Mhm.
fortunate to see how calm and how well received babies are into mother's arms after a birth that hasn't gone in the direction that we had hoped, but yet
Mhm.
the mothers on the other side, those are the women that we see, and they are doing much better. And I appreciate you sharing that with us for sure. So as we move forward, I just want to know, what are you most looking forward to sharing with our delegates? What do you want them to hear from you during your presentation?
Hmm. Well, my presentation, I try to put everything together, which is, and it's still very much comprehensive, of course. But I think it's very much connected to your previous question, how the transition from pregnancy to birth into motherhood can be so much smoother and easier for everyone involved, and so much close in the way that how it's supposed to be, regardless of how it unfolded.
Hmm.
So, in my perspective, even in a hospital setting, it's even more precious and essential to have these tools for the mothers, for the partner. Um, yeah. So I hope I will facilitate. I will share this message: how easy it can be done, how simple
Hmm.
it is, and how um, enormous impact it has. So
That's
yeah,
wonderful. Yeah, I can sense that, we're really going to enjoy your presentation. Just having that, for me, I feel like I need a renewed sense of peace and joy that hypnobirthing
mm,
brings,
yeah,
and a reminder that this is, I feel that this is not just for the mother, but this spreads to the whole family. When a woman births using hypnobirthing and understands how it works, that this really can facilitate birth for for the whole family, because like we mentioned, it impacts the baby because the mother is able to, she feels better and more confident, and she's able to breastfeed well, and of course this generally impacts the partners as well. So that's wonderful. I'm just so excited to have you speak more to this.
I'd like to add one more thing
Yes,
to
of course.
elaborate what you mentioned. You know, that what you're saying is so true regarding the mother, the baby, the sacred triada, but it
Hmm.
also spills more than that to the community and to the neighborhood and to the world. It can literally change the world, the way we give birth. And this is where it all begins. We
Oh,
need to go back to this love. It's all about love, right? So
absolutely.
on all its aspects, yeah. So definitely, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Imbal. Think that was just lovely. And on that note, we do need to leave things today, and we don't want to give away too much because
Yes,
we want all of you to come and listen to this beautiful presentation about hypnobirthing. So again, the title of the presentation is Hypnobirthing as a Means to Facilitate Calmer, Pain-Free, Easier Births. So thank you so much for listening in today, everyone. Thank you, Inbal Sigler. It's been lovely chatting
thank
with
you.
you. And
Mm.
to all of you listening out there, have a great day. Bye bye for now.